And although I'm going to screw up her name, this is Yimei Wang with the Cleveland Chinese Cultural Garden.
Hi. Should I do?
Just explain to us, a little bit about the Chinese culture garden, about Confucius, and what we do every year.
You should get up there too.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm going to share the platform with her. And I used to be the chairman of the Confucius Chinese Gardens Association. Eddie Nee replaced me, but Eddie's out of the town. So I'm inviting Dr. Wang to come join us. Confucius statue we had in the Chinese garden. It represents a Chinese philosopher, the great teacher Confucius. 你可以讲几句话。
I'm sorry. I'm a doer, not a talker, so that's why I don't like to talk. I was afraid to speak in public. But anyway, thank you, Anthony, for giving me this chance. For our Chinese culture garden, every year in December, at the end, I think the fourth Friday of December, we call that.
Now you remind me, it's always the last Friday. Last Friday of September, we celebrate the Teachers Appreciation Day jointly with Confucius Institute at Cleveland State University. And we've been doing that since the year 2001 because we felt very strongly in our life, besides your parents, the teacher is really so important to you. And in Chinese culture, we have emphasized great importance on teacher. For example, I remember when I was a kid, a story talking about great flood. As you know, China suffered great flood from the Yellow River or so on. And a fellow comes home and he had a choice to make. Either to carry his father on his back to cross the river or take the teacher. Guess what? The Chinese culture
Poor father had to swim.
carry the teacher first. Yes. But in reality, think about it. You spend more time, your daytime, good hours with teachers. And many of your ideas, your philosophy, the way to do things, mostly influenced by one of your teachers. And we also celebrate One Earth Day now, and we plant trees at the Chinese garden in honor of our teachers. So far now we have about 16 trees, and I think a few of them passed away. And I just cross my finger, hope that we don't go be minus, like Mr. Lee was talking about, minus 35 degrees. It didn't last long. One year we did have it frozen, so the next year we didn't have any cherry blossom. We have all 16 cherry blossom trees. And as you know, that we participated at the One World Day, and at our garden we planted a tree. Now, how many people have visited the Chinese garden? Okay, thank you. But for those who didn't go there, you know, we are just on the other side of our museum, on the west side of the lagoon. So I hope you come see it. As a matter of fact, you know, are you aware that Case Western Reserve are building a linkage between the east and west campus? And they're going to have a great corridor going across. And our garden will be prominently located. Yeah. I think with any questions?
When you go to the Chinese Cultural Garden, you'll see these two big lion statues. Are they protecting it, or what's the purpose of those?
To scare you. Traditionally, it's one female and a male. And one time, this is a joke because we have all adults here. One fellow asked me, which one is the female, which is male? So I said, you have dogs in your family, right? He said, yes. Do you know the difference between male and female? And then he looks at me strangely. So a couple of days later, he saw me again. He said, I went to look, but there's nothing I could find.
And then as you approach, you go up to the middle of, there's a very impressive cutout white ivory-like material, and with the centerpiece is this huge statue of Confucius, which, tell the story how you replaced that.
I got a call from the people who live near the garden on the top of the senior citizen living. They called the police, and police called me, and we went there. And I saw this graffiti written there. Remind me, I just saw it on TV. This right next day, they put a chain around the bronze statue and pulled it. But when they pulled it, that wasn't as easy. You know, they bent the thing like this. But people called the cops, and so finally, when by the time police arrived, they left the chain on them, but the sledgehammer, all the bases of the marbles are cracked. That was damaged. So I got together with my little community, with ourselves. It was tough trying to raise money from the Chinese community, but they worked hard trying to raise their first generation's kids and so on. So I called a couple of calls, they hang up on me, pretending that they never heard from me. But finally, we got it together, and I decided, after sitting down talking with Eddie Yi, we're going to make a statue so big, so heavy, no dummies could ever pull that off. So what we got, it was, the whole thing was 7.5 tons of granite. And the big bases were bigger than me, and so on. But they're very expensive because the land around there are very soft. So in order to lift a 7.5 tons, they had to put the steel plates to distribute the weights. It cost me $15,000 alone just to get the crane over there to lifting the old one out and put a new one there. But those Italian guys were really, really expert on how to do the granite. So I said, where did you learn it? I find out they worked in the cemetery. Because all these huge monuments they put in there, they were put in perfectly for me. I was so happy. I brought them over to have a Chinese dinner.